Today, as I said, we light the candle for faith. And this is new this year because it's a new setup. We usually do the Christmas wreath. But this year we're doing the mantle with lighting the Advent candles. And we start with the barren wreath because in the midst of not knowing, we light the candle to remind ourselves that no matter what the outside circumstances, there is the presence of the divine within us and in everything around us. There is no place we can ever go that we are not with God, with Spirit, and no situation we can ever encounter that isn't divinely blessed. Let's take that into song.
Where I am, God is. Where I stand, God is standing strong. Where I breathe, God is breathing life in and out and through me. As me, where I sing, God is. Where I dance, joy lifts my feet. Where I live, beauty's flowing free, in and out and through me. As me, where I doubt, God is the faith in me. Where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I seek, God is the answer, here and now, forever and ever and ever. Where I speak, truth is. Where I work, love is my career. Where I play, God is playing boldly, in and out and through me. As me. Doubt, God is the faith in me. Where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I speak, God is the answer, here and now, forever and ever and ever. Where I speak, truth is. Where I work, love is my career. Where I play, God is playing boldly, in and out and through me, in and out and through me.
We light the candle for faith. We proclaim faith. We proclaim what we believe loudly, proudly, boldly. But faith means a lot of different things to a lot of different people on this planet. And sometimes when you say, "Where is your faith?" it means, "Where is your dogma?" Right? Where is your belief in a specific tradition? And I wanted to level set that because we at Unity mean a different thing when we say faith. When we say, "I have faith," it is not in a faith in a person. It is not in faith in an individual religion. It is a faith that there is something greater than us and that we are not alone. We are constantly supported, guided, illuminated, and cherished. Absolutely cherished. Your being here, your existence on this planet is a miracle. And if I wasn't in church on Sunday, I'd be cursing right now. It is an absolute miracle that we all are here and breathing. It's just, I know the stories. I have sat with you. I have cried with you. I've been with you. I know what you've gone through to get here and sit and claim this seat here today. Whether you're at home or here in the sanctuary, I know that it is nothing short of a miracle. Your life is. And that the gift is that you keep giving, that you keep showing up, and you keep sharing in the midst of all of that. Faith for a Unity person is synonymous with belief. I believe things are working for my highest good. And there's lots of examples of it, but first I want to understand what faith isn't for us. So you may believe in Jesus of Nazareth, and you may believe that he was born of a virgin and that he came to this earth to save us all. That is a particular faith, and it works for some people. For myself, I had to get beyond the idea that that was the only path for salvation, for God, for spirituality, because most people on the planet are not Christian or Catholic. Most people on the planet practice other faith traditions, other religions, and the idea that they are somehow excluded from the kingdom of heaven didn't work for me. But what I do love about it is that there is an individual path for every person on the planet. And faith for a Unity person is not about any particular religion. That's why we're called Unity. We see the commonality in all the world's religions and how they lead to Spirit, to God, to the universe. And a faith in God isn't a God that is going to come and rescue us. It's not a puppet master God up in the sky. It is a God that dwells in us and in everything. We come out of the transcendentalist movement, the universalist transcendentalist movement, where we understand that God is in everything. It's in the chair, it's in the planet itself, it's in the solar system, it's in the universe, it's in you. Not like a wiener's in a bun. God is in you like the ocean is in the wave. You are an individual expression of the divine. You are life itself expressing as Liliana and as Elaine and as Dean and as JD and as me, as each and every one of us on the planet. We are the very essence of the divine. And that gets us out of this pour me another drink kind of mentality, right? Into an understanding that it is all good. And it is all good. Especially the little girl singing with us right now, vocalizing with us, because she's agreeing with me. I get that. She's saying, amen, brother, amen. I am here to remind you that we are God in expression. We are divine in expression, and we get to stop playing small. To quote Marianne Williamson, your playing small does not serve the world, does not help anyone. When we let our light shine, when we light the candle, and we let our light shine from within us, we eliminate the darkness, we eliminate the gloom, we eliminate the lack in the world. They make jokes about me here, believe it or not. My staff here has a song they sing when we rehearse. We get here at 8 in the morning on Sundays, and we rehearse, and whenever we start rehearsal, and goes, oh, Ken, he changes things. And in the middle of this morning's rehearsal, I made them change the lyrics to the song they sang right after we lit the candles, because it wasn't universal enough. It was very personal. It was like, I am enough. It was like, no, there is enough. It's more than just us, right? We are individual expressions of the divine, and collectively, universally, there's no lack. If God created all of mankind, which I do believe we are expressions of the divine, God created the universe. God is the universe. God is everything that is encompassed in all of that. And I'm going to stop trying to define God because it's an impossible task, and it's too limiting ultimately. But if that's all there is, then how could any one religion encompass it all? But when we look at all of them, when we look at all the different paths, we get to celebrate the beauty of life. We get to celebrate the vibrance of life and the challenges that it entails. And because I chose this profession and this life, I get to live those experiences on a daily basis, sometimes painfully. So this week, I got a call on Monday from a doctor that I had to go in for an emergency test on Tuesday. And I had to have a procedure on Tuesday morning to remove some precancerous stuff from my body. And it was shocking, you know? It's like, I claim my good. I claim my goodness. I claim my health. I claim my abundance. I affirm I'm living to 100. I've got these little kids to raise. I want to see their grandkids. And at the same time, the fear crept in, and the worry, and the what ifs, and how will I handle this, da-da-da-da. And then something remarkable happened. I realized that, yes, I'm going to live to 100 by going through the medical procedures. I'm going to live until 100 because the doctor caught this, because there's enough technology to help me along the way. I'm going to live to 100, and I get to go through all of these experiences. Life is not happening to me, it's happening for me. The diagnosis does not equal destiny. Right? It is not determinative, and it is also helpful to have something removed precancerous than waiting. Right? But our minds play such tricks on us that we think, ooh, bad. And I had to go through it to experience it. But what's the great news about these teachings and about my job and about what we sing here every week, because those songs just keep coming in my head all week long. I don't know about you, but every morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. And I claimed that as my good. And that changes everything, right? When we can shift from, oh, poor me, to, oh, this is for me. It changes everything, and that's faith, right? We get it. The belief system changes. That's our faith. We believe that God is conspiring with us for our highest good, whatever that God is for you. That's your faith. That's your belief system, and your belief system is your operating system to the world. Paul talked about it this way. It says, faith is the confidence in what we hope for, and the assurance about what we do not see. I do not see the future. I see what I project into the future. And I want to project the highest and the best for my future and for each and every one of you. So I invite you in this moment to notice what future you're projecting. What future for our nation? What future for our world? What future for your life are you projecting at this moment? Because that is what you will create. Faith is about projecting your highest and the best, not the darkest part of our lives. It's about lighting that candle and letting it burn truly abundantly. I know it's hard. I have been off of news for a couple of weeks now. But I slowly open my New York Times app on my phone occasionally and look at headlines, right? And that creeping negativity, narcissism, and doomsdaying is toxic. It is, right? And we have to create the faith to know that no matter what happens in the government, in our nation, that it's all not up to them. It's up to us. It's up to us. And to take back our power and our authority and our dominion. Because this is what we've put faith in. We've put faith in nations. We've put faith in political parties. We've put faith in politicians. Well, it is now time to take that faith back and to claim our own faith, and I believe in humankind. You see, because we've been playing too small. Again, our playing small doesn't serve the world. We think someone else is going to fix it. Well, the United States of America is the greatest nation on the earth, and we'll do this. And this nation's better. Then when it's not working well here, so I'm moving to Canada. I'm moving to Mexico. And we're playing this hopscotch, playing these artificial rules of nation states, governments, political parties, and politicians that are going to fix what's wrong. The only people who are going to fix what's wrong is us. Who are going to have the faith, yes, when we have the faith to see it right. To see it right. We don't make it right. We see it right. We see that every individual on the planet is the divinity in expression, regardless of their color, their race, their place of origin, their abilities or disabilities, their gender, their sexual orientation, their anything. Anything. How they show up is how they're doing the best they can. Do we believe that? Yes. Do we believe really that everyone is doing the best they can? For those of you who, I know most of you are, or a lot of you are, parents. That is, watching your kids is like, they are doing the best they can? Really? Yes. Right? Weren't we all? Right? And then I do it with my parents. I was on the phone with my father yesterday. He's doing the best he can? Yes. Yes. So that journey in faith is understanding that we are all showing up imperfect, right? We're all showing up doing the best we can in every given moment, right? I'm doing the best I can to manage everything I manage in my life. And some days I fall short. And some days I remember, oh, this is not happening to me. It's happening for me. And I get to thank Unity for reminding me that there is more than my individual pain going on. There's more than my individual needs that need to be met. There's more than my individual wants and desires that are in operation in the world. So when I can let go of nations, when I can let go of politics, when I can let go of religions, when I can let go of articles of faith, and I can allow every individual that I know and on the planet to be who they're here to be. I set myself free. I set myself free from the prison of they should. From the prison of wrong. From the prison of not good enough. From the prison of different. And I free myself to be 100% myself. I free myself to be imperfect. I free myself to be a spiritual seeker on a journey trying to discover how I can live this faith boldly, courageously, vulnerably. I didn't become a minister because I have the answers. I became a minister because I have the questions. How do we do this? How do we live authentically and spiritually in this life and make a difference on the planet? That's my article of faith. That's what I believe that we are all here to do, is to make a difference on this planet. To make a difference in 1 or 2 or 3 or hundreds of people's lives. But there is no degree of difficulty or degree of greatness. If you save one person, you have saved the whole planet. And it is not up to a man from Nazareth. It is not up from the Buddha from India. It is up to each and every one of our souls to answer that call, to have the faith that we have the individual power to transform the world. You, each and every one of you, have the power to transform the world by your faith, by your love, by your wisdom, by your presence.